The Shard, a marvel of modern engineering and a testament to human ambition. A monument to modern ambition, it stands tall and proud, a beacon of progress and innovation. It pierced the London skyline, a symbol of the city's relentless drive towards the future. Its glass facade, reflecting the city lights, is a canvas of dreams and aspirations. Held within it are the corporate dreams and mundane realities of thousands, each window a story, each light a life. Each day a river of humanity flowed in and out, their hopes and fears carried along in the current, their lives intertwined with the rhythm of the city, a dance of purpose and routine. But tonight something was different. The air was thick with anticipation, a sense of the unknown, a subtle shift, a whisper of the unknown hung in the air, faces turned towards the sky, eyes searching for answers. The night was alive with the hum of traffic and the distant sirens, a symphony of the urban jungle. Inside, the building was eerily quiet. The usual hustle and bustle replaced by an unsettling calm. Gone were the frantic footsteps and the cacophony of ringing phones. Silence reigned supreme. Only the faint hum of the air conditioning disturbed the silence, a reminder of the building's mechanical heart. It was in this stillness that the extraordinary began to unfold, a moment suspended in time. Hidden within the steel and glass heart of the skyscraper, secrets waited to be revealed, stories yet to be told. Every day felt the same, the relentless march of time marked by the ping of emails and the drone of meetings, lives measured out in spreadsheets and PowerPoint presentations. The employees of Smithson and Sterling were no different, cogs in the corporate machine. They came and went, their faces illuminated by the cold glow of their monitors. Deadlines loomed, coffee fueled their ambition, and gossip provided a brief respite from the monotony. But tonight the usual rhythm was disrupted. A single decision, a fleeting moment of curiosity, would shatter the illusion of ordinariness. Among the many marvels of the Shard, the elevators were a feat of engineering. These weren't just any elevators, they were designed to be the epitome of modern technology and luxury. Each ride felt like a journey through a futuristic world where speed and silence coexisted in perfect harmony. Sleek, silent, and impossibly fast, they transported occupants to their desired floor with breathtaking efficiency. The interiors were adorned with polished metal and ambient lighting, creating an atmosphere of sophistication. The floor numbers changed so rapidly that it felt like the elevator was defying the laws of physics. But there was something about Elevator 12. Unlike the others, it had an air of mystery. Regular users of the building often spoke in hushed tones about this particular elevator, as if it held secrets that were best left undiscovered. A secret it held, hidden in plain sight. The unmarked button on its panel was a source of endless speculation. Why was it there? What purpose did it serve? These questions lingered in the minds of those who noticed it. 38 floors, clearly marked, designated their purpose. Each button corresponded to a specific floor, from the bustling offices to the luxurious penthouses. Yet, amidst this order, the unmarked button stood out like a riddle, waiting to be solved. But nestled between the 13th and 14th floor buttons was an anomaly, a blank, unmarked button. It was as if it had been deliberately placed there to provoke curiosity and wonder. Some believed it was a relic from the building's construction, a button that had lost its label over time. It was a whispered legend, a piece of office folklore. Employees would gather around the water cooler, sharing stories and theories about the mysterious button. Some claimed to have pressed it, only to find nothing happened. Others swore it led to strange occurrences. Some dismissed it as a malfunction. They argued that it was simply a glitch in the system, an oversight by the engineers. Yet the button remained, flickering occasionally as if it had a life of its own. Others claimed it led to a secret floor, a floor that was not listed in any directory, a place that existed outside the normal boundaries of the building. The idea of a hidden floor captured the imagination of many, turning the unmarked button into a symbol of mystery and intrigue, a floor that didn't officially exist. It was said to be a place where only a select few could go, a realm of secrets and hidden agendas. The unmarked button was the key, but what it unlocked remained a tantalizing mystery. Oliver Twistleton, a junior analyst with spectacles perpetually perched on his nose, was no stranger to late nights. This night was no different. Deadlines loomed, and Oliver found himself alone, toiling away under the harsh fluorescent lights. The air hung heavy with the smell of stale coffee and printer ink. The only sounds were the gentle tapping of Oliver's keyboard and the distant hum of the building's systems. He glanced at his watch, sighing. 11:57 p.m. Almost time to call it a night, or so he thought. Section 5. A moment of curiosity. As Oliver stepped into elevator 12, his gaze fell upon the panel of buttons. His eyes were drawn to it, the unmarked button. It seemed to pulse faintly in the dimly lit elevator, a silent siren calling out to him. A strange compulsion washed over him. He'd always been a creature of habit, a slave to routine, but tonight something was different. A surge of reckless abandon, a desire to break free from the ordinary. He found himself reaching out, his finger hovering over the button. Section 6. Gone. The elevator lurched, sending a jolt through Oliver's body. He had taken this elevator countless times, but never had he experienced anything like this. It felt as though the very fabric of reality had shifted, a momentary weightlessness, a feeling of being untethered. It was as if gravity had momentarily released its grip, allowing him to float freely in the confined space. The sensation was both exhilarating and terrifying, a brief escape from the mundane. Oliver stumbled, grabbing for the handrail. His fingers clutched the cold metal, grounding him back to reality. The sudden movement had caught him off guard, and he struggled to regain his balance. His mind raced, trying to make sense of what had just happened. As quickly as it began, it stopped. The elevator came to an abrupt halt, and the weightlessness vanished. Oliver's feet were firmly planted on the ground once more, but the unease lingered. He took a deep breath, trying to steady his racing heart. He looked up, his heart pounding in his chest. The familiar hum of the elevator was gone, replaced by an eerie silence. He could feel the thudding of his heartbeat in his ears, a constant reminder of the fear that had gripped him. The button was still lit, but something was different. The usual comforting glow now seemed ominous, casting strange shadows on the walls. It was as if the elevator itself was warning him of the unknown that lay ahead. The doors opened, not onto the familiar sight of the 14th floor, but onto a long, dark hallway. The corridor stretched out before him, shrouded in darkness. It was a place he had never seen before, the place that shouldn't exist. An unnatural silence met him, broken only by the sound of his own breathing. The air was thick, almost suffocating, and each breath he took seemed to echo in the emptiness. He felt a chill run down his spine, the hairs on the back of his neck standing on end. The air was thick with the smell of dust and something else, something metallic and strange. It was a scent that was both familiar and foreign, a reminder of old, forgotten places. He couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched, that something unseen was lurking in the shadows. He took a hesitant step, then another, into the unknown. Each step echoed loudly in the silence, amplifying his sense of isolation. The darkness seemed to close in around him, and he had to fight the urge to turn back. Curiosity and fear waged a battle within him. The elevator doors slid shut behind him. The sound was final, like a seal being placed on his fate. He was alone now, with only the darkness and his own thoughts for company. The journey into the unknown had begun. Section 7. Whispers in the Wind. The following morning, Oliver Twistleton was gone, vanished without a trace. His colleagues, at first amused by his tardiness, grew concerned. His belongings remained untouched, as if he had simply stepped away for a moment. The mystery deepened. Security footage showed him entering elevator 12 but never leaving. The police were called in. Their investigation met with dead ends and baffled expressions. Rumors swirled through the office, each retelling adding a new layer of intrigue. Had Oliver finally cracked under the pressure? Or had something more sinister occurred? Section 8. The Search. Days turned into weeks, and the mystery of Oliver's disappearance only grew. The police investigation stalled, leaving more questions than answers. Whispers of the unmarked button and the mythical secret floor became a source of both fear and fascination. The company, eager to distance themselves from the unsettling event, offered little help. Oliver's colleagues, haunted by his sudden absence, conducted their own investigation, their efforts fueled by a mixture of curiosity and a growing sense of dread. Section 9. A glitch in the matrix. One evening, as the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the city, a lone figure stood before Elevator 12. It was Sarah Jenkins, a colleague of Oliver's. Known for her sharp wit and even sharper instincts, she had spent countless hours reviewing security footage, poring over floor plans, her determination unwavering. She stepped into the elevator, her finger hovering over the unmarked button. She pressed it. The elevator lurched, and then everything went white.